manufofi da za su baiwa mutane damar shiga harkar noma domin amfanin ya shafi mutane da dama a nan gaba. Mas'ud Aliyu, labaran NTA.
A nan kuma wata kungiya mai wayar da kan al'umma a Kano mai suna kapak tare da haɗin gwiwar jam'iyyar APC ta gudanar da taron majalisar zartarwa a nan Kano domin rantsar da sabbin shugabannin da kuma mai gurbinsu da waɗanda suka kammala aiki. Hauwa Mukhtar na ɗauke da cikakken rahoton.
Ƙungiyar wadda aka kafa fiye da shekaru 33 da suka gabata na da burin haɗa mambobin jam'iyyar APC domin ƙarfafa haɗin kai, wayar da kan jama'a kan siyasa da kuma tallafawa manufofi da muradun jam'iyyar a faɗin jihar.
Mu haɗa ƙarfe da abin nan, hannu da ƙarfe, mu taimaka mu ga cewa mun cimma burin mu ga wannan abin da muka ɗauko na taimakawa mu zo mu fitar da 'yan takara nagartattu wanda za su kawo mana ci gaba da kuma aiki tukun.
Da take jawabi a wajen taron, Darakta Janar na ƙungiyar Hajiya Balaraba Ibrahim Kapak ta jaddada muhimmancin haɗin kai, jajircewa da ingantaccen jagoranci wajen ɗorewar hangen nesa na ƙungiyar.
Yanda siyasar nan take gabatowa shine muka kokarin cewa mu ga mun cike guraben saboda mu ji daɗi yanda zamu ɗauko ɗan takara wanda ya cancanta ya dace ƙungiya ta yi mishi aiki.
Mu wannan ƙungiya za mu iya yi mu ga kowa an zama APC uwa ɗaya uba ɗaya, kuma insha Allah za mu kai wa gaci.
Mahalarta sun bayyana kyakkyawan fata cewa sabon jagoranci zai inganta daidaituwa, ƙara wayar da kan jama'a kan siyasa tare da ƙarfafa haɗin kan jam'iyyar APC a faɗin jihar Kano. Hauwa Muktar Abdullahi a labaran NTA.
Sai kuma kanun labaran wasanni tare da wakiliyarmu Amina Mahe.
Hukumar ƙwallon ƙafa ta nahiyar Afirka ta sanar da cewa gasar AFCON za ta koma zagayen shekara 4 domin dacewa da tsarin ƙwallon ƙafa na duniya. Hukumar ƙwallon ƙafa ta nahiyar Afirka ta ce za ta baiwa ƙasar da ta lashe kofin AFCON kyautar dala miliyan 10. Wanda ya lashe Sporty McRoy ya kawar da tunanin shiga dambe duk da ya halarci nasarar da Joshua ya samu a Miami. New Zealand ta kare jerin wasanni da nasara akan West Indies da ci 2-0.
Sai kuma hasashe kan yadda nauyi ka iya kasancewa gobe idan mai duka ya kai mu a nan birnin Kano da gama wasu daga cikin jihohin ƙasar nan. Sai kuma shawarar masana ta yau inda suke cewa cin abinci mai gina jiki, motsa jiki akai-akai, barci mai wadataccen barci da kuma shan ruwa na taimakawa wajen rage cututtuka. To labaran namu kenan, Allah ya sada mu da alkhairinsa.
Hello and welcome to NTA Kano News. I am Muhammad Ibrahim Salihu. Kano State Government remains committed to initiating reforms in the revenue sector with the aim of achieving total financial independence. Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf stated this during the induction ceremony of 122 newly recruited permanent and pensionable officers deployed across key revenue cadres in the state. Abdullahi Mustafa reports.
In the outgoing year, Kano State Government executed several infrastructural development projects across urban and rural areas. This is attributed to a significant increase in the state's revenue under Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf.
Today, Kano is the first model state when it comes to ranking revenue generation. It is the main state in the table of states across subnational. We used to be 30-something.
But Zaid Abubakar was making this revelation as his agency welcomed 120 newly recruited personnel who are expected to contribute to improved revenue generation in the coming years. Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf, who presented appointment letters to the newly employed officers, expressed optimism that Kano State would soon attain financial independence through the ongoing reforms in the revenue sector.
We are not merely filling vacancies. We are strengthening the very engine that drives growth and development in our state.
The governor reiterated his administration's zero-tolerance stance on corruption and abuse of office, urging the new revenue officers to uphold transparency and accountability in the discharge of their duties. In Kano, Abdullahi Mustafa, NTA News.
Kano State Government has reiterated its commitment to working with various ethnic nationalities to promote peaceful coexistence and strengthen communal harmony across the state. The State Commissioner for Information, Ibrahim Abdullahi Waya, gave the assurance during a meeting with leaders of the South-South community in the state. Once again, Abdullahi Mustafa reports.
A major commercial hub in West Africa, Kano is also one of Nigeria's most cosmopolitan cities, home to people from diverse ethnic nationalities across the country and beyond. This meeting brought together traditional, community, religious and women leaders from the South-South zone resident in Kano. Although the community continues to live peacefully with its host, the forum provided an opportunity to explore ways of further strengthening communal harmony and peaceful coexistence in the state. Kano State Commissioner for Information Ibrahim Abdullahi Waya commended the South-South community for its contributions to the socio-economic development of the state.
And as far as Kano is concerned, nobody is excluded and nobody is a stranger.
The community leaders expressed appreciation to Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf for his inclusive leadership, particularly the appointment of their members into various government positions.
We appreciate the government too for the Zuberi road they have commenced and the new roads they started again, and I was promising that we are going to have more.
The meeting ended with renewed assurances from both sides of sustained collaboration towards development and harmonious coexistence in the state. In Kano, Abdullahi Mustafa, NTA News.
Kano State House of Assembly has adopted the report of its Committee on Appropriation on the 2026 State and Local Government Council Appropriation Bills, incorporating key amendments aimed at improving implementation and service delivery. Samira Hamisushira has the details.
The report of the Appropriations Committee reflects findings from the work of its subcommittees, outcomes of public hearings, and recommendations made by the committee. These additions amount to an increase of 109 billion naira, 701,736,860 naira, bringing the proposed budget size to over 1,477 billion naira.
The government should provide adequate operational benefits to all generating agencies to enhance their operational efficiency, expand public and strengthen revenue collection. This will significantly improve the state capacity to harness much needed internal generated revenue financial obligations are sustained with the role of its commitment and promises to the people that have appreciated its opportunities. Fulfill the commitment to provide NPS. I want to thank the Public Affairs and Government Organization for making that input well here.
Meanwhile, the budget for the 44 local government councils is 1.67% lower than that of the 2025 fiscal year, standing at 452 billion 657 million 78,333 naira, with emphasis placed on improved internal revenue generation. Other recommendations by the Appropriation Committee includes fast-tracking the appointment of a chairman and members of the Persons with Disabilities Commission to address their challenges, provision of at least one primary healthcare center in each constituency, and the recruitment of permanent health personnel to ensure effective service delivery. From the Kano State House of Assembly, Samira Hamis Ishara, NTA News.
You're watching the news on NTA Kano. The news continues after this commercial timeout.
My workaholic son.
Mama.
I wanted to thank you for the solar inverter. In fact, my friends want to say thank you.
When you told me about that massive solar savings,
they all went to buy their own Sun King solar product.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you like your Sun King solar inverter, but I have one more gift for you.
Surprise!
Switch to more precious moments.
Welcome back. After years of struggling with limited training, poor market access and low productivity, agro-entrepreneurs in Kano State, especially smallholder farmers and persons with disabilities, are beginning to see results thanks to a targeted agricultural intervention. The closeout event highlighted how the program helped bridge long-standing gaps in knowledge and resources, empowering participants to grow their businesses within the crop value chain sector. Masood Ali has the details.
Akibu Safianu, a physically challenged agro-entrepreneur, says the support he received marked a turning point. Previously operating on a very small scale as a roadside pesticide hawker, he explained that training and guidance improved his skills, boosted his confidence, and strengthened his ability to earn a sustainable livelihood from agriculture.
I have the capacity to employ people under me now, and I have a HND now.
We are also teachers now. We impart knowledge to other farmers.
Before, I used to farm on 2 to 3 hectares, but now I farm on 10 hectares. The closeout event brought together stakeholders to review progress made in improving agricultural productivity and livelihoods across Kano State, particularly among smallholder farmers and agro-based businesses.
Budgetary allocation for agriculture sector. If you look at the trends, if you look at years, just go back 3, 4, 5 years, you now believe that yes, government is serious.
The most important achievement is the institutional capacity built and relationships forged, which will continue to drive agricultural transformation in Kano State.
So we want to make a passionate appeal on the federal government to please come up with another deliberate policy that would help to address the issue of input.
As the intervention comes to an end, attention is shifting to sustaining the gains recorded. Stakeholders are emphasizing the need for continued public support, strong extension services, and policies that encourage broader participation in agriculture so that more people can benefit from future development efforts. In Kano, Masood Ali, NTA News.
The Kano Political Awareness Group, a support group under the All Progressive Congress, has held an executive council meeting in Kano to officially inaugurate new leaders and replace outgoing members of its leadership. Hawa Mukhtar reports.
The group, which was established more than 23 years ago, aims to bring together members of the All Progressive Congress to strengthen unity, promote political awareness, and support the party's goals and objectives across the states.
Objectives, just we want to bring all our candidates who have been in the political parties, especially our great party APC. We want them to come closer so that we achieve our aims and objectives from the top, from the seat of the national president and then down to the councillorship.
Speaking at the event, the group's Director General, Hajiya Balaraba Ibrahim Kapak, stressed the importance of unity, dedication and strong leadership in sustaining the group's vision.
Bringing even out the women to make election on election day by going house by houses, introducing and telling the people the value and quality of the person they should elect.
Participants expressed optimism that the new leadership prove coordination, promote political awareness and strengthen APC cohesion across Kano states. Hawa Mukhtar Abdullahi, NTA News.
And now it's time we join our sports correspondent Amina Mahi with happenings in the world of sport.
Confederation of African Football (CAF) announces AFCON will move to a 4-year cycle, aligning the tournament with the global football calendar. Confederation of African Football (CAF) said the country that wins the African Trophy will receive a $10 million prize. Sporty winner McCroy rules out boxing despite attending Joshua's Miami win.